Welcome back, welcome back. Shadow room time.
It changes everything.
You know, when a woman says it's all men until it's no men, I can't help but think that is the same type of thinking that's responsible for racism. Like, I just think it's so closely
Who invented racism? Who reinforced racism?
knitted together. And I've always thought that. I just never said anything. Black guy robs a liquor store. What do you expect? That's just what they do. It's all black guys that are robbers until it's no black guys. It's like, no, that's just like what that one did and stuff. White guy shoots up a school. That's what these whites do. It's all white boys until it's no white boys. It's like, no, I never thought of.
Yeah, he's right. Everybody robs liquor stores. You know how you can prove that? Just go to anybody's neighborhood and, look up the statistics of if the liquor store got robbed, and then, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, people rob people. And white boys only shoot up schools. No. Black boys were shooting each other in school forever. No one ever gave a fuck or said, this is a whole United States problem. We gotta make it a big thing. Niggas was blasting since the 60s, dog. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh yeah, you didn't give a fuck. It's okay for us to do it. And then you can stereotype us and say, look what those black boys are doing. They're all crazies. And then when one of you, oh yeah, I forgot. We go to school and we pop the nigga that we're looking for. The one dude we got beef with. Yous go to school and pop at everybody. The innocent. Niggas that don't even know you. You see the difference? You kind of see the difference?
That. I never thought of doing that. For the most part, we ain't thinking of shit like that. Because you can't just grab an entire race or an entire gender and throw them under the bus and give them the same label due to the actions of a small majority of them. Small part of the population is causing shit. So you grab the biggest part and you're like, you're all the same.
See? He has a very good point. But you know what I can say all of you do? You live on other people's land. You know it's not right. And you'll never speak about it. When you find out that it's our land, you're never gonna say nothing. Why? Because you know if you be a good person and start standing up for those rights, you're getting out of that house and I'm going into it, right? So, can you say you're not racist, but you will get the goods and live a good life off of racism? Off of slavery, and you will bat no eyes, and you will pretend this shit never happened. You will pretend your whole reality isn't based off subjugating us. You don't get that. See, you're gonna start understanding soon, because you're gonna keep seeing this truth come out. And we're going to keep making yous realize you're not getting off and saying, I didn't do nothing and I wasn't there. You're here now. You let someone be robbed and then said, oh, well, I will live on their land. I will take their goods. I will build up in their cities and I will do nothing. And I will tell you to your face, I love God. God is with me. Do you see how stupid that sounds? You know? This is the garbage that makes me upset at you people. Everyone in the world, everyone 5-10 years ago ran with the stereotypes that black people aren't nothing. Get it? We're still, and it's ridiculous because those stereotypes don't bother me. The reality type bothers me, that all of you watch and watch and watch and watch and watch, and then they'll have Save the Children in another country. And users sit there and say, yeah, let's get the fundraisers going. Meanwhile, black people are starving to death, drinking filthy fucking water in this country. But I've never seen a Save the Black American Children program. Where is it? Where's the commercial for black American children? with the flies, the roaches, because we ain't got flies too much over here. We got roaches and shit where you could show in the projects or wherever they at, and they got roaches crawling on them and rats, and then y'all be like, look, feel bad for these children that are misfortunate. Do that commercial, and then I'll start thinking you care. Okay. When you guys start doing what we ourselves, the trashed bag people that got trashed, and the only little bit of us that do get up, we get up, get good jobs, and then send money around the world for other people, not knowing our own people need that money. Now, for my white viewers that may get mad about those statements, how is it not, I'm not here to fucking butter you up. Understand that I have no problem with you. Understand that I get it. You know what I mean? You can always use the excuse, sound the horns. You can use the excuse of you got to help your own and all this and all of that and blah, blah, blah. I get it. Trust me, I'm not mad at y'all. I'm just going to keep showing you. We did that 1,000 times, and somebody burned our villages to the ground, burned our towns to the ground, made laws that we can't work, did this and this and this. And these things are on paper. You can't run from this. You can't pretend it didn't happen. And it's not 5,000 years ago. It's not 500 years ago. No, it's the last 50 to 100 years. And if those things didn't happen, we would be so far up right now. We wouldn't look at no Black Mecca, fucking Atlanta, and all that shit going on down there. We already had a Black Atlanta, Black Wall Street, Georgia. Where it was doctors, lawyers, we had railroads, we were building things. We weren't just musicians and fucking shaking, baking business owners all in one spot robbing our own people anyway. No, they were actually regular ass people making multiple different jobs and doing multiple different things like normal people. And then all of a sudden, somehow, we become stupid and we don't know how to do that ever again after they burned it to the ground with firebomb planes. Yous are worrying about 9/11 being the first attack, but you forgot that you firebombed us. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, you don't know that. You don't know that yous did that to us because you don't give a shit. Because you're taught never to forget things that happen to you. Let's move on.
First one has to get one because she wanted them. She's in bed.
Rachel's our 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
6-year-old daughter asks her daddy, "Can you make me some cookies?" And the dad, being a good dad, white family, shout out to the white man that did this and understands that, I love you, you're my wife, but that's my daughter now. You're not first anymore. I'm not here to make you feel special every day. I'm here to make them feel special every day. Why? Because it reinforces love. It makes her realize if a man don't get his punk ass up and do things for me like daddy did, then nigga, you don't love me. You don't love me. You don't love me like my daddy did. My daddy, he did things for me. Made me feel good. Get it? Instead of, the men that only pay attention to the mother, the daughter grows up neglected, and then a boy comes along and shows her attention with his penis, and she doesn't know how to not fucking, want attention. So shout out to you, my G. Now, this woman, on the other hand, this is where most women will deny the reality of being jealous. This is how jealous women are. Yous are so fucking jealous, you'll get jealous over your own daughter. A lot of women will be like, no, you really will because of what I just said. See, men like me that actually understand the circle of life and understand raising children, when we have a child, we know automatically, but we're too stupid to tell you to your face, when I have a kid, you're not the one no more. I love you. I will do all those things, but all those special thinking about you moments, I'm going to do that for them now. They're my world. That's my girl. That's my little girl. That's the woman that loves me. And I don't have to fucking put my penis in her. She'll tell me she loves me because I'm her fucking dad. Get it? You're only telling me you love me because I did all these things for you. I had to do things for you. Get it? The kid loves you just love your parents because of your parents. They're you. And when a woman doesn't understand the difference between that love, that it's not a greater love, it's a responsibility as a man. She's gonna get older eventually, and then I don't have to do that to her, and then I can go back to making fucking cookies and dumb shit for you, and until then, I gotta worry about building up my daughter's confidence. I gotta worry about building up my bond with my daughter so when she gets out there in the world, she knows to run to daddy when anything goes on and not lie to me. Now my daughter trusts me to tell her secrets when she has sex. Now she trusts me when she wants to do drugs, she comes to daddy first. It's called trust, a bond. Stop breaking the bond between a male and his children, and especially the daughters, and then you grow up and you hate men. Why? Because your fucking father didn't get to be a father.
Make those cookies because she wanted me to, and I want her to feel special, so she gets to have the first one.
This is going to be the video that gets me canceled on here.
I feel you.
That father made cookies for his 6-year-old daughter. She specifically asked for those cookies. He made them for her, told her she could be the first one to have one. The mother thinks it's cute to go take a cookie. Even though he says, no, I made them for her, let her have the first one, I want her to feel special. You have a father going out of his way to make the daughter feel special. And
that's what makes her angry. Because we usually do things like that for you guys. And guess what? When yous really see us do something that doesn't involve money, and for a woman, doesn't matter if it's your child, yous really get mad because yous know when a man giving money ain't shit. Y'all know when we make things, we do things, that shit solidifies. And then you get real mad because you used your husband your whole life and you never asked him to make you cookies and all these things. And you could have. So when you see him do that for them, you get jealous like, he never made me a cookie. I want to be special too. And then you have to take the first one so you can steal her thunder. But you don't feel more special. You just feel, I don't know what y'all get out of that to literally show your husband, I'm going to make you dislike me and I hate my daughter. I'm going to get the first cookie. I'm big fucking mama around here, bitch nigga. You don't fucking give that little bitch shit first before me, nigga. I don't care it's just cookies. I don't care you just paid the rent. I don't care. I could just say, go buy me the most expensive cookies. Go fucking make dinner. I don't care about how you do things for me every single day. I don't care. You need to make me cookies. And if you're making her cookies, she ain't getting the first one. I don't give a fuck you told her she's getting the first one. I'm getting the first one. I run shit around here. I gave birth to her. I could have made the cookies, but she ain't asked me because she loved daddy. Knowing damn well mama to cook around the house.
you choose to ruin it. With a little nasty smirk on your face, like you're so sneaky you get to ruin the plan. Now he either gets to lie to his daughter and say she's the first one to have one, throw mom under the bus and say no, mom took the first one even though I told her not to, or just say, no, mom had one first, if she asks, assuming she asked. If you say it's not a big deal, why was it a big deal for the mom to have one? I listened to a female psychologist the other day say that sometimes mothers get jealous of their daughter because before the daughter comes, she's the most important woman in her husband's life. And I don't know this woman, but this definitely felt like a way for her to just steal a little bit of thunder from the dad and the daughter. Let the dad make the daughter feel special.
Even the way she went up to get the cookie at the end, it just seemed childish. Did you guys?
It's like the Most High is calling upon us and giving us this holy mission that we need to fulfill. Japan, the land of the rising sun, needs black men. They need black men to plant our seeds to spread their garden because they have no plants out there to photosynthesize in the land of the rising sun. Damn. But it looks like I gotta go to Japan and save a country. Goddamn.
Black men! Japan needs you. Japan.
Now we're going to go over more disturbing things women do and say and don't realize what you're doing. Maybe this is a joke for Tasha K or whatever. I don't really fucking watch her shit, so I don't know if she's like comedian, YouTuber, or a TikToker or whatever. All I do know is when you do make jokes like this, if it's a joke, one, you make us, well, not us, you make yourself look stupid. Because the Willie Lynch letter says, in order to destroy those people, you make the woman believe that she owns him. And you're about to say on YouTube or TikTok, and basically that's something that goes across the world, that no matter how black men feel, you're owned by all black women. You're owned. You don't realize you like do you realize you're saying that you own us? We're fighting for the stain of everyone in the world owning us, and then you have owned us during that slavery. We find out that all of this big mama shit's a trick, and it's you fucking helping them breed up more retards, and then you, as we but start becoming conscious of this shit, and we start talking about it and making it known, you're gonna say this dumb shit, like, it's crazy, bro.
Japan is calling specifically for black men. I know you were saying why, Tasha. They said they need babies, and black men tend to make a lot of them. After South Korea proposed last week $75,000 per baby that a family has, Japan is in desperate need, okay? And they are calling all black men, specifically immigrants, to come and impregnate their women so that they can save their dying population. I don't understand because, you know, black men were once and still is on the inner side of the line, which means they're
Black men was and still is on the inner side of the line. What line are we talking about? Oh, the line of you own me and there's nothing a black man can do that where black women shouldn't get paid from it. Like I'm a fucking prostitute. I'm a prostitute now, right?
I mean, what are you going to guarantee us?
Nothing.
We send our men over there
Nothing.
to help save you.
Nothing.
Could you imagine? Think about this. After everything they put us through, everything, y'all trying to take these men out. Now you need them to repopulate the earth?
Imagine that. A black woman tell us, yo, they tried to take y'all out. They was racist against you. Y'all don't remember when they hated your black ass? And now they want you to be Superman and come save them. They want you to be Black Goku. Okay, well, you can get that off. But when I tally up these abortions, you killed more of us than they did. When I look at the prison records of all the boys and girls that failed as mothers and they're in jail, there's more black women and children, black boys in jail than they did in slavery. So the whole time we've been under your leadership, you've been reinforcing that we stay shit. We break free. The world's opening up. Kevin Samuels came and told you bitches this is coming. You think you're fucking tough. Men, we only deal with you because we are not self-aware. We're not waking up. And now that we're waking up, we're like, yo, I'd rather die alone than suffer and breed slaves and breed more slaves.
The United States is responsible for what's going on over there in Japan. Why should we be held responsible? And get this, they ain't even paying no money to do it. They're just saying, please, black men, immigrant.
You see how stupid you sound? You just said they're giving $75,000 a baby, and then you say they're not even giving you nothing for it. They're giving $75,000 a baby and a house. What are you gonna give us? Your funky ass attitude, your overweight majority of you. You won't go to the gym with us. You think that we should take you as you are, but it's known that majority of black men don't have a lot of money and never will because that's the reality of life. Most people are broke, and you won't marry me nor stay committed to me because of that. Because of natural shit. All white men are broke or still with their women. Spanish men are broke, they're with their women. Everyone else is broke and will settle with their women, their men, and you at an alarming rate are literally doing to us what that pollution did to them. Get it? See, it's insulting how you talk about us, and you don't even realize the slave owners taught you well. They taught you well.
Trans, please come have babies without women. Here's the thing. We're going to need to run some tests because it could be from what happened years ago as to why their population is down. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's still in the soil. It's still in the air.
And that's what I keep trying to warn black men of. I don't want to just come out and say it, but you know, when you want to go over there, how about you go look up how long nuclear devices and what it does. You go look that up before you choose to go to a land. You know, you got to survey the land. Then if that's okay, because you know it could be good now, then you got to think about, what are the laws there? How do they live there? And does my black ass agree and can live like that? Because when they say you got to be your black ass in the house, you got to be your black ass in the house. When they say you can't talk loud and be American, you got to be the way we are over here, calm and fucking. When you find out that these people are controlled and you're going to go over there, and that means you got to follow those rules. You know, like over here. Do you know how to live like over there? When you find out there's super triad gangs over there, you're going to have to realize that you're going to have to know what they look like, and now you're going to have to stay away from these people and not piss them off because, you know, you're not in America. You go bye-bye. And that's it. See, I don't disagree with going over there. I don't agree with going over there. I always say, before you go somewhere, you should look it up and actually think if you can live there. Because it ain't always about bubbles and roses, and a lot of things that Americans do is against the law around the country. I mean, around the world. They think the way we're allowed to be, speak, act, dress, that shit is illegal in other places. So before you go somewhere where your lifestyle's illegal, you know, you think about that.
I already know what I'm talking about. What's that white man's name that thought it was a genius idea to create the biggest bullet in the world? Oppenheimer, yeah, that's his name. So why is it that, you know, y'all called him this, y'all called him that, you inflated and you did this, and now you ain't calling, back. You calling to come save your community. And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start being a negotiation firm over there in Asia and stuff. And I'm going to have black men come breed with them, but they're going to get benefits. They're going to get lifetime protection from any type of child support if they decide to leave and don't want to stay in these here countries. They're going to be set for life, which means anything that these kids bring, it is going to come back directly to the black family. Which means if I send Sheck over there to breed, right? Let's just say hypothetically I sent him over there on a contract breeding, anything that
openly say, I'm a fucking slave master to my man. Or actually, I'm an open slave master to my children, because you cannot send a man. What are you going to send your man? No. So what men is she talking about sending over there? Oh yeah, the son husbands. See, son husband? Now they have a new plan for you. You don't have to stay in their house. You can go to Japan and make babies and get $75,000 every baby and get a new job. And then you can send half that money back to your mother. You can retire her. Get it? You can go work for her. I mean, you can go be a slave for her. I mean, you can go work for her. This is pathetic. We're talking about selling our fucking children to another country for money. This is what you're doing? This is the new cool thing, black women? Is to openly come out and say, yeah, we're fucking slave masters, and we'll breed men for you. Whoa, I'll fuck the black man a bunch of times, and then I'll send my children's over there as if you give me negotiations. This is pathetic, yo. That's why I said I don't care if it's a fucking joke. You're talking like a fucking slave master. You're talking like you own somebody. Oh yeah, Kevin Samuels constantly kept saying that over and over. And he said, it doesn't matter if I'm here or not. The world's changing. That funky ass attitude and you being on camera and all of us seeing y'all faces every day saying this shit to us is why we're not gonna pick you. This is why that's more. Fuck the ratchetness. Fuck the use openly state racist shit and don't care.
These kids inherit is gonna come back to us the same way they do it with these, we used to be slaves on this land out here, and then we work, you know what I'm saying? They own, it went back to their family. We gonna start sending it back to Africa, back to the black families. That's the type of contract.
And like, how fucking dumb are you? You live in America, you're not moving nowhere, and you're gonna say we need to start, sending the money back to Africa. You see how stupid yous are? And I don't mean to make you feel bad by saying you're dumb, because you're not dumb, but this is how bad you are. Like, what are you? You're a black American? Or are you an African woman? You make your mind up. And when you say you're African, why won't you go back? How come it's not in your heart and yearning to go back? I wonder why.
If you need this earth, because this one ain't dying. We're gonna get our kickbacks out of here. Moving on.
Listen.
Shit, we gonna get we gonna get something. Shit. All of us black women that's old as hell now and ain't gonna be getting y'all because we chased y'all off and you look good now. You somebody now. Do y'all realize that black men gotta watch y'all berate us and destroy our everything all these years? And even if it ain't online, like, dog, the hood is really the hood, dog. Like, we really gotta deal with that shit. And the ones that make it out is who they talking to. Do you really think they're gonna allow Pookie and fucking Ray Ray to come over there? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe in your head that they're calling for gangster fucking average regular black men? Do you really believe that? Because that's a culture of like education and hard work and shut your motherfucking mouth type shit. Know how to act type shit. Japan and China and places like that are very big on acting right. And when you don't act right, they deal with you properly. They don't fuck around. That shit is not, you're not in the United States anymore. You know what I mean? These men that may go over there may be taking risk with their lives on multiple different levels. And the only thing you're worrying about is getting your kickback. I appreciate, you bringing up all these different things to warn the black men. I appreciate that. But the way you talk about it and the way women are starting to really act about this is stupid because it's not like you don't have the same option. It's not like it's not a known thing that majority of black women fly to Bermuda, go to Jamaica. Why you all go down there? Huh? How come y'all don't go to Miami or Cancun? Oh, because y'all want that stinky link nobody can ever find out about, right? Y'all passport bros, right? Y'all been doing that shit forever. And according to the census, black women have been making more money than black men for a long time. So that would mean you get to be the one that actually gets to do it a lot, right? Right? Black women are less considered a threat in any country. Why? Because you're a woman. Me having the sperm, if I have a baby there, well, I just upset the balance. If one of them gets you pregnant, you're going home with the fucking kid and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, great.
If you are black,
I have kids. But Tasha K talking about, if we send our black men out, shut up. What are you talking about? Talking like you have a sales up. Like, give me a break.
No, she's talking like she's getting the young ones and the ones that are stupid enough smart enough to beat their man in the head. The schemers. Hey, we gotta make a come up, baby. I'm gonna you need to go over to Japan. You're gonna put the shit in my name. We're gonna do this and that. You're gonna stay there, and then you're gonna come back. You know, baby, I love you. I love you enough to send you over there, and you can make that your wife, and I be your. You know, shit like this is gonna start going on. Women are the more and more things get broke, the more and more people have to do desperate shit. So, you know. And then, God forbid, all of these young black men that are 17 and about to be 18, and their mother rolls over their fucking brain, and you know, you're like this kid, except you know he's not 18. But if you looked at him, you'd be like, yo, this is a grown man, it's a little ass kid.
If you are black, please come to Japan. I don't care if it's for a day, a week. You gotta know what it's like to be here while being black.
Where?
I love it. I love it so much, honestly.
Why?
I think my experience made me want to learn Japanese.
Why?
Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a book. I don't have reason to lie. I'm not getting paid to say this. When I got to Japan, I didn't want to learn the language. Why? Because I had Google Translate. But because, how can I explain what it's like being black in Japan? Being black in Japan is easy. It is so easy being here while being black.
Where?
And I feel like if you're black, even hearing this, I know you want to come to Japan and see what I'm talking about. Listen, let me sell it to you. You can walk down the street, right? You don't get that one stare, and you know what I'm talking about from a distance. You go inside of a store, you're not being watched as if you're a criminal. I make friends easily in Japan.
Oh, so when you go there, everybody's not looking at you when you go in the store like he's definitely gonna steal, even though they watch their own people steal from them all the time, put pictures up, but your black ass gotta get watched like a hawk. You know how many times I go to the supermarket and people are fucking following me around, and I'm looking at them like, yo, I'm dressed to perfection. I look like I got money, my nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Dirty ass bum motherfuckers coming here, y'all don't even follow him around because he's the same race, and he's definitely stealing. I'm walking around with clothes on where you can't steal anything because my shit's tight. I can't put it up my shirt. I don't have a book bag on. So where the and I'm going shopping. You know what I mean? I'm getting a bunch of shit. So it's like, how the fuck am I stealing? It's ridiculous. So they don't treat you like that over there. Supposedly. I don't know. He's saying he lives there.
There's Americans here in Japan. I really only have Japanese friends. The
Damn.
only thing you might deal with while being black in Japan is random people come to ask you for a picture, and everything you do will seem cool. That's the only thing. But yeah, I don't know how to shit my word for it. I need to come.
Wow. You go to Japan, they might think you're somebody famous, and they treat you nice. Hey, well, you know. Anyway, I hope nobody gets mad over this video. I'm sure some people will. Just understand that we all need to open up to these truths and start saying sorry and actually start understanding that we're all in this fight together. And good luck out there, because everything they did to us, they only did it so they could perfect how to do it to you. All love, all praise to the Most High.